Hello everyone and welcome to another Battlestation specific guide. Today we'll be looking at the Montana class battleship. Let's get on with the guide. The Montana class. In real history, the Montana class was a battleship designed to obsolete the Iowa class battleship, but it was never entered in mass production. Only blueprints remained of this massive behemoth. In Battlestation Pacific, the Montana class was a DLC unit that was able to be purchased from the Mustang unit pack in the Microsoft Store. Now, as a lockable unit in BS Mod HQ version 4.0, it has been able to be, yet like I said before, an unlockable unit to be used in single player and online. Let's get on with the specifications of this monster. It has 4 triple 16-inch guns as their main batteries. Has 10 dual 5-inch guns as their secondary main batteries. Her top speed is 23 knots. Her max artillery range is at 1.8 miles, I believe. And it only costs 300 command points, which is pretty expensive if you ask me. The Montana class battleship is basically an upgraded Iowa class battleship. With an extra main battery turret, the Montana is certainly not a ship to be messed with. The Montana class is considered the strongest US battleship in the game. Compared to her predecessor, the Iowa class, both ships seem to have similar specifications in terms of anti-air defenses and artillery weapons, except that the Montana has an extra turret, making 12 16-inch barrels in total of main artillery. In actual combat, the Montana class acts like a massive tank. This ship can seriously take a punch against artillery power. With good experience, you can easily take on an invasion fleet with no issue. Don't even try to use multiple cruisers to take on the Montana, as the Montana class can easily shrug off all the artillery fire from the cruisers. Like the most US battleships except for the New York class, they have a massive amount of secondary batteries that can tear any ship apart if they come in range of those batteries. That's if the ship survives the massive 16-inch shells beforehand. The speed, on the other hand, is not bad of a loss, with only 2 lots slower than the Iowa. The ship can still beat a New York class, a South Dakota class, or a King George V class in a race if you tried. Still, since the ship is so massive and has such a slow speed, submarines can easily strike these monsters with no fear. Be sure to have some ships equipped with sonar to deal with these submarine attacks if there is a situation like that. Another bad thing about the slow speed is that the Montana can be easily overrun by a group of destroyers, especially shimikazes. The Montana's class anti-air defense are great, especially when you are controlling them. With those 5-inch guns as flak, you can easily tear planes apart. But still be careful about the kamikazes though, they are like mosquitoes. With the cost of the command points being 300, the Montana class can be a better option instead of the Iowa class due to more weaponry and slightly better armor and health. To be honest, I really don't think having the cost of 300 for this battleship is a bit overpriced. Basically, it uses up to a quarter of your command points on one ship. If I had to make a suggestion, I would say that Iowa would be at 250 command points and the Montana would just be a little bit more expensive at 260 or 275. Based on the DLC information, the Montana class is supposed to be rivaled against the Super Yamato class. In all honesty, I can see why the ship can take on the Super Yamato, but I believe the Super Yamato can do a lot more damage to the Montana if they were in a 1v1 duel. Overall, I feel like the Montana class is a little bit overrated as some people sounded like it is, because there's not much of an upgrade and the price to spawn one for island capture is just not worth it, to be honest. If there was any use of the Montana class, it would probably be on dual mode in the multiplayer section, as you can not worry about getting command points for the ship, and you can still have the benefits of upgrading, basically, compared to the Iowa class. The Montana class is a great and massive ship, but I feel like the overall benefits of using this over the Iowa isn't that great of a change. What do you guys think about the Montana class battleship? Is this battleship worth to you? Be sure to leave the comments on what ships you would like to see next. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.